Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Issues Unite. So I'm continuing my series on stabilizing the economy and bringing up something that capitalists really hate: the need for more robust social support programs. Now, uh, mostly I'm going to focus on food stamps. We know what the dangers are of homelessness and, also prenatal care, child care, etc. Okay? But let's focus for brevity on food stamps. All right. This all has to do with nutrition. Nutrition is highly important. Look how obsessed so many people with a decent income focus on their nutrition. Look at all the diets that are around, keto and Atkins and all this stuff, and, raw foods, whatever. But imagine that you don't have the resources to indulge in one of these, special diets. Let me tell you, as an adult, from very recent experience, some of the issues that result from malnutrition. My own was caused by a systemic condition, but it interfered with my body able to absorb nutrients. As an adult, some of the effects of systemic malnutrition are weakness, fatigue, chronic fatigue, brain fog, blood clotting problems, tissue breakdown, muscle loss. This makes it very difficult to function on a daily basis. And I've known people with my own condition that have been known to, pass out from their condition at work. And it's very easy for anybody that is malnourished to wind up having chronic, permanent health issues. In children, malnutrition leads to stunted growth, both physical and neurological, and can lead to digestive disorders that they will never outgrow, muscular and skeletal problems which they will never overcome. They can become disabled for life from malnutrition. But let's focus instead for the capitalists that have to be sold on this, because they just don't give a shit about the human cost. So let's focus on the economic impact. For every dollar that is spent on food stamps, you gain, estimates say $10 in the economy. Now, why is this? Okay, it doesn't matter where money comes from. When you spend it at the grocery store, it still spends the same. The grocery store just, they process the transaction and they get paid. So what does each dollar pay for in the grocery store? Well, you're paying for the salaries of the cashier, the manager, the housekeeping, the stock people, the butcher, everyone, produce manager, plus truck drivers, farmers, ranchers, food processing people, bakers, and, the bakeries that produce your bread. You pay for dock workers. All of these. And these are all what? These are all jobs that you are supporting with each and every dollar that you spend. And it doesn't matter whether you earn that dollar or, earned. That's a whole different subject. It doesn't matter whether it came from a paycheck or an investment or if it came from food stamps. Now, other costs that are incurred from malnutrition. Have you ever been hungry for a long period of time, been so insecure in your life position? Especially from childhood, it builds up an anger, a tension, an insecurity. It can lead to depression, anxiety, schizophrenia. Yes, these are things that can be developed from malnutrition, bipolar disorder, criminal activity. People that are desperate have few qualms with committing a crime. When you make this a chronic issue, when you have conditioned this mindset into people, you're going to see increased property and possibly violent crime. I have seen, as a corrections nurse, I've seen inmates stab each other over a honey bun. Yeah, it happens. It absolutely happens. So you pay for, more policing, more prisons, more jails, more laws, etc. There is no reason in the richest country on earth that our society cannot pay for feeding our people. They've talked about the crime rate going up, which to a degree I debate. But let's say it's absolutely accurate that crime has gone up in the past year and a half. Well, a large part of that comes from just the insecurity that has been caused by the conditions of the past year and a half. Now, change it from the last year and a half to a person that has suffered from that insecurity since childhood. You have conditioned them to be food insecure, to be insecure about the roof over their head. And, they perform, they underperform in education. They're less able to understand complex, abstract concepts. They have less of a concern, understandably, for ethical behavior, right, wrong, crime, whatever. We pay for this in so many ways, and it all affects us economically. You cannot deny this. You would have to really be stretching to deny that you are paying for this in so many ways. And yet, so many of the people that are against paying for food stamps consider themselves Christians. I wonder what Jesus would have to say about their opinions. know, I personally, I really don't care if, one person games the system. If I am feeding, 100 people that need food. I don't care if they buy a steak or a hamburger meat or chips or soda. If it's allowed on the food stamp program, okay, then I'm fine with that. As long as people are getting fed, then they should be fed. You're supporting all of these jobs. If you take away food stamps, how many of those jobs are going to go away? What percentage of, grocery store revenue comes from food stamps? How many grocery stores would close down? Especially in, areas that are high in poverty, low income, low education areas. How much better would the economy and the education in those areas be if these conditions did not exist? How much are we paying for that out of your pocket? So, and I pointed out before, every one of those people that earn a living because of food stamps, they all pay taxes. Those taxes pay for teachers, road repairs, libraries, health departments, etc. So all of that creates more jobs and sustains the economy downstream from that food stamp. This is what you're paying for. So when they say $1 in food stamps creates $10 of wealth in the economy, I think that is an extreme underestimate. We've seen in the past year and a half just what the effects are when people don't have enough to buy enough food, driving past grocery stores to wait in line at food banks. We pay for that. One way or another, we pay for that. And it costs you. So, share this video. Talk about these subjects. Consider how much this helps to stabilize the economy and how much more we could stabilize the economy and society as a whole if we expanded social support programs. And then start thinking about the other things I mentioned: prenatal care, child care, housing. But I will get into some of those in other videos. So again, share this video, talk about these subjects. If you can, please donate $1 a month, either to help expand the channel or donate it to your local food bank. All right, and thank you very much for watching. I will catch you in the next video.